Alrighty guys, welcome back to another beta Minecraft video here on the Back to Beta server, where in the last episode we helped Ryan in his village base area. We helped Ryan build these birds in the sky, which are just floating levers, which is really cool. We did some some piston glitches and some update suppression to get these floating in the sky, and they look really good. And I think you guys seem to agree, because the reception on that last video was absolutely phenomenal, so thank you guys so much for that. And yeah, but today we're going to stray a little bit from the glitches and the update suppression. We've done it for the last kind of couple of episodes, so I think it's fair to say that we should probably do a little bit of building in this video. And today we are going to finally finish off the last of the mural projects. We got one more mural to go, and we are going to finish it off today. And as well as that, we're also going to be finishing off the last minigame inside our stadium, which is very exciting. So we're finishing off two kind of major projects that we've kind of been working on for a very long time, which is very exciting. So I hope you guys are excited for that too. But yeah, we got to head over to our base, and lucky for us, Ryan has a train station here, which I actually have a rail that is directly connected to me. But look at this place. This place is crazy. He just continues to add more and more stuff, and it's just a beautiful place to be. And you walk in and you're fully immersed. You know exactly what everything is and what it's meant to be. And the guy's just bleeding with creativity. It's insane. But yeah, anyway, let's head back to our base and yeah, get working on what we need to work on today. Okay, so we're back at the base, and we're heading over to the murals that are all lining our stadium, and I thought it would be cool just to go through them all as we make our way. We'll go all the way around and make our way to the last one. Now this is the first one. By the way, if you don't know what these murals are, these are all put together by people who watch my videos, who wanted to, and yeah, and sent them to me, which is really cool. Except for the ones at the very back, those ones were made by me. So this first one was made by Bagorilla. It says touch arse. It used to say touch grass, but somebody changed it, and by somebody I mean Ryan. This one is... who made this one? I can't remember who made this one. Scooter made this one, and I think this was... this cherry tree is a reference to my cherry tree in my single player world that I had, and then I think this was... this is maybe just some generic build. I can't exactly remember what this is supposed to be, if I'm honest. My bad. I think it's just supposed to be a cool build. But hopefully I haven't forgotten. And then this one was made by Reezy Peasy, and it shows my train from the snow area, from like the Christmas area, and then we've got the train station that's just over there. There's like our main train station. The next one, now this one is really cool. I really love this one. This one's probably one of my favorites. This one was made by Hands? And this one's really cool. It's a creeper, like, looking through a hole in the wall, which is really cool. It's like a bricked wall. The further away you get, the cooler it looks as well. It's a, yeah, really cool one. This one is me. I've got a couple of vanity things going on in my base, which is kind of funny. This one was put together by Duke Rancid, and I think this one's really cool. I quite like this one. It's kind of fun to see your own character just kind of lying down like this. It's kind of funny, so really like that one. This one was actually made by one of my real life friends, Agent U, and it's meant to be like Walter White from Breaking Bad. It's got like the flames in the background, or the smoke or whatever it is, and then there's like a BA and a BE for Back to Beta, which is kind of cool. So I really like this one. This one's a fun one. And now we go on to the ones that I made, and these are two pretty cool ones. I was pretty happy with how these turned out. I wanted these back ones to be very like highly detailed and kind of impressive, and again, these ones are like kind of very detailed, so you have to stand back quite a bit. A lot of people probably know what these are representing. This first one is the Last Supper, but instead of like Jesus and the other disciples, it's like us. It's the Back to Beta members, so you can kind of make out myself. You can make out Greffin. I think that's Jaren there. There's Mongster. Kelphone is in the middle. The whole thing is like, the whole meme is that he was resurrected and stuff, so that's what that is. It's hard to make out everybody, but yeah, that's what that one is. And then this one is I can't remember the name of it for some reason. I can't think of the name for some reason. It's, you know, it's that really famous photo of like God who's like laying on a brain, and he's like reaching out to Adam. Is it the creation of Adam? I think that might be what it's called. Is reaching out to Adam. Yeah, these ones are really cool. These ones took a long time. They've got, you know, ores that have been pushed up from underground. That was a whole project. There's like a live stream of me doing that, which is kind of fun. And then as we move around this side, in more recent time, we have this one, which was the Golden Apple, obviously, which was built by, who is this built by? Typical Gentleman, that's right. The Golden Apple, and yeah, pretty hilariously, we actually found our Golden Apple while we were collecting the gold to make this Golden Apple mural, which is crazy. And yeah, we still actually need to do something, and Gory actually gave me a really cool idea on what we could do for this. But if you guys have any ideas on what we should do with our Golden Apple, leave them down below. Now there's this one here. Now this one was made by, I think, Gray, Whammy. I actually did contribute slightly to this one. And yeah, this is like that meme of the two guys kissing. And then this one was made by Greffin. This is, obviously, if you don't know Greffin, he's got this big red skin, and he's got the Elmo like profile picture and stuff like that. So made by Greffin. I really like this one, actually. It's kind of fun to have like a very simplistic one. Yeah, it's called The Face of the Demon of Babylon himself. Now, in very recent history, we have this one, which is, I can't remember what the ship was called. The RMS. Oh my god, I can't remember. This one was made by Doomstream. I can't even remember what the name of the ship was called. My brain is not working today. But yeah, basically, we did a Survival Island series. Myself, Whammy, Pepper, and the boy Ryan. And basically, spoilers, at the end of that series, we escaped the island in a makeshift boat we slapped together. Has jet propulsion on the end. I really like this one. I like the waves like splashing up onto the boat. If you've seen that series, you'll understand what this boat is. Now this one is a really old one. This is the latest one we've built, and this one was one of the first ones I got sent to me, and it was made by Magnango. Yeah, Magnango, and yeah, it's like the Back to Beta logo. With two pregnant man emojis. It's back to back, because it's kind of like, I don't know, a meme to have the pregnant man emoji reaction to everything in the Discord, which I'm definitely guilty of. I like reacting with the pregnant man emoji. It's kind of funny. And yeah, now that brings us to the very last one, and that is this one here. And now this one is going to be like super covered up, unfortunately, by the terrain, which sucks, but it's okay. You know, can't win them all. And this one was made by Iloki and was also sent to me very early days, kind of like this one. And it's another kind of simplistic one, which I quite like. And I think it might be just like a little snapshot of their world, potentially. I'm not exactly sure. It's like a little Minecraft world, basically. So yeah, we're going to slap this one together and have a look. Alright, and here it is, the very last mural of the stadium, and this is what it looks like. It's, you know, like a little snapshot cut out of a little survival world, and I think it might be a Loki's world. I'm going to turn up my brightness so you can see it a bit better. But yeah, we've got, you know, this little castle-looking, interesting castle-looking thing with, like, lava flowing down into a little hut, and then this crying person statue, which is kind of funny. I actually added 2 rows onto this mural because apparently this one is slightly bigger than the rest of them, which is weird, which I didn't realize. So yeah, but that's the mural done, and I used some of the new music from the latest update, and I'm wondering what you guys think of that new music, by the way. Tears is obviously the new record disc from the latest Minecraft update, and I know some people aren't a fan of it. I feel like it's kind of a bop. It's kind of a banger, honestly. So, yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of the new music. Alright, but now that we've done all the murals that line all of the outside of our stadium, we are now going to move on to the final project of today's video, and that is the last minigame. And similar to the murals, I might just quickly go through these ones. We've got Spleef, which is like a 3-layered Spleef game. That's a very fun one. We've got this bow PvP kind of game, which is pretty cool. You can like things pop out of the ground, you can craft things, and yeah, PvP with bows. We need to play that one definitely a bit more. We've got King of the Ladder. We haven't played this one yet. Probably going to be lame, but we'll see. We've got this jumping into the water game. I need to actually come up with proper names for these games. Basically, you jump into the water and then place wool there, and the next person jumps in, and it's sort of, you know, last to live. And yeah, it's kind of a fun one. Then we've got this just regular PvP arena, and this can also be with when the torches are on. It means that the floor is active, meaning that if you bring some TNT in with you, you can place it on the floor, and you've got a good chance of the TNT actually going off. So that's a pretty cool one. Then we've got some like bow tennis game. This was the latest one we've built, and this one hasn't been played at all. And yeah, basically the idea is that you shoot in the air and you have a teammate on the other side. It's kind of, you know, who can kill each other first. It's sort of a doubles kind of tennis game. But this last one we've got going, this one is going to be like a human dart game, and this is basically entirely ripped from Mr. Saturday's human dart game over at his place, which I might go over and quickly show you guys. But yeah, basically you climb up, you jump off, and just before you hit the ground and die, you're supposed to place a block. And obviously the closer you are to the middle, the more points you get. We'll head over to Mr. Saturday's place, and you'll get a better idea of what the kind of minigame we want to build here. Alright, and here we are at New Helen. This is an area built by Mr. Saturday, and yeah, this place is awesome. I mean, that's a custom hill right there. We've got this beautiful kind of scenery. We've got these beautiful builds. It's like a warehouse build. Yeah, this guy's got some really nice buildings here. And here is the minigame that we want to be looking at. So let's head over there. He's actually built quite a few little mini games. I know that he built like a little basketball. Yeah, here's a little basketball court he built after we sort of played some basketball. Looks like somebody stole the ball. There's meant to be like an orange wool here that's meant to be the ball. Did someone put it in the chest? Oh, they did. There it is. There's some noughts and crosses. There's like some PvP boxing. There's battleships. Yeah, there's quite a lot around here. It's really cool, and surrounded by some fantastic scenery as well. It's a really cool one. But here is the build that we want to look at today. This is what we are trying to recreate, and I'm not sure how differently I'm honestly gonna even design it, because he kind of nailed this where it's like nice and open, so that, you know, spectators can watch people fall, and I kind of like that for our you know, our stadium build. So we're probably going to stick with a pretty similar aesthetic to this, and even probably down to the point system. I think A, B, C, D is kind of like A, B, C, D, E, F, G sort of thing, right? Yeah, I think that's correct. If you're landing on G, I think you have a massive skill issue, to be honest. But yeah, let's climb up the ladder and let's have a look. Let's have a look at the view. I think it's worthy just to climb the ladder just for the view. He's built this pretty high up, which I quite like as well. Yeah, it's a nice view here. Yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty cool game to replicate. And here's a nice little overview of New Helen. This place is so cool. And the nice builds over there. I know he's been working over there, building some structures over there in like Old Helen. But yeah, this place is fantastic. Oh, Pepper's going bald. Alright, but enough looking around at Mr. Saturday's. I think it's time we head back to our base and start building this. Now, I did say that we weren't going to be doing any, you know, any funky update suppression or glitches or anything like that. But I have an idea of something I do want to do in relation to this minigame and the aesthetics of it. I think will look really cool if we're able to pull it off. So yeah, we're going to head back to our base and yeah, get building. Okay, I've got a ton of resources here that should help us get through, and I'm basically just going to get started on a bit of the aesthetics of the of this bottom portion here. And I did say I have one cool idea on what I want to do here in terms of glitches, but I actually realized I have two. One of them is quite subtle, and then one of them is quite, is kind of part of the whole build. So I'm going to start by, just changing up the colors and the textures of the target itself, and then laying out a bit of the foundation. You'll see what it looks like in a minute. Okay, so here is the foundation. As you can see, it's pretty stocky, pretty bulky, which I quite like. It's a bit different to some of the other stuff over here. It's kind of the point of all of these different mini-games, is to be a little bit different from one another. And yeah, we've got this mossy cobblestone and brick texturing going on, and then this furnace pathway. Now I want the rest of this area to be filled with water, like all of this this area here, but I think I might replace this sand with dirt just to darken it up a little bit. I think will look a little bit better. But we're actually coming to our first glitch that I wanted to get to. Now this one is quite interesting, and it was actually shown to me by the Deadly Dirt block, pretty much as per usual, as you would expect. And I think he even has like a privated video of how to do this on the Back to Beta server somewhere. So if you're curious, you could probably check that out. But here is basically how to do it. It's pretty much the same way as you would kind of get a headless piston. This is sort of the same method as that. I'm just going to remove this for a moment. And yeah, this will work. I'm putting this here because it's going to go under this block. Now basically what we're creating is a furnace, but every single side of the furnace looks like this. Looks like this side texture. So we don't have any of this face here. And the reason I want to do that is so that this looks like clean when all the water is in, So yeah, we should be good here. That's facing the wrong way. If we do this, and that lever is down, we flick this, and as you can see, the piston now is just like a piston body without its head, but the arm is technically inside this furnace right now. So now what we're going to do is we're going to unflick this, and we're going to add some fuel to the furnace, and it is going to disappear like that. And then we're going to add a chest, and then once that furnace actually runs out of fuel, this chest is going to turn into that furnace with only the faces. Here we go. So now when we look around, you can see 1, 2, 3, and then if we get rid of this, 4 sides are all just the regular, or the side texture of the furnace, which is really interesting. And then we can get rid of this, and now this furnace, you can interact with it however you like, in terms of placing blocks around it. But if you right click it or you break it, it will crash your game. So yeah, but it's quite an interesting glitch. I don't know how Deadly figured that one out. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, now we just, it just makes it that little bit extra clean. It's otherwise one of these sides would have had had the face of the furnace on it, and we didn't want that. So yeah, we're gonna do this on each corner, and that's gonna be like our support for the the supporting structure that's gonna go above. Alright, now we're back, and we have made some pretty substantial progress here, as you can see. I ended up leaving the sand in because I thought it looked better than the dirt with the water on top. It kind of brightens it up, which actually looked better in the end, especially when it came to like these blocks on the side and the furnace. And yeah, you can kind of see how the furnace is kind of blending in now. And it looks just a bit more clean, which is nice. But yeah, we've added basically the whole supporting structure as well, which is really cool. So this is what it all looks like, and I think it looks pretty cool in the context of the stadium as well. It's quite a massive area to kind of look at, which is cool. But currently there's no way up to the top, and we're going to sort that out in a second. But there is one more thing I wanted to mention. I did actually alter this game that we had next to it. Originally, we had lapis blocks in these spots here, but because I added the water, it kind of blended in with this game a little bit, and I didn't really like that. So I changed them out for note blocks and jukeboxes, which I think actually makes a pretty cool pattern. I think I would like to use this kind of pattern a bit more. Like, this is quite a unique brown. There's not a whole lot of brown, like fully brown blocks in the game, so I quite like that, and I think it looks cool, with this build here. Now, I wanted to talk about the colors of the build as well, just briefly. I thought it would be cool to have this red and green color scheme, which actually matches the color scheme of our flags. If we get up here, let me see if I can make this jump. Ugh. Oh, I couldn't make it. Okay, it's fine. We can see the flags from here, and this is like the flag color of the kingdom area here. I mean, you see this boat has it, this one does, which I think is pretty cool to tie it in. It's sort of, you know, our area's flag colors. Come on, let me get up here. Oh, nice, first try. Yeah, it's like our area's flag colors, which is pretty cool. There is another boat here, and you can tell this boat's not from our area. It's got like just the lapis flags, which is cool. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of a cool idea to make it that. And that's what the target is for as well. We've got this, you know, the mossy cobblestone and the brick. I didn't want to use the wool colors because then I feel like it would be too much. So I used, you know, a red and green, you know, different textured kind of color. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. But right now, as it stands, there is no way to get up and down from this spot here. There's no way to get up to the top to actually be able to play this game. And that is where our final glitch of the day comes in, alright? And we're going to be using a pretty cool one. And if we come over here, I've got one already prepared. What is this? And if I walk into it, it's solid, can't be moved. This is actually an update suppressed ladder, which is really cool. So basically, from this angle, you can't even see it. It's invisible. Only if you walk up to it and touch it, you know, it stops you from walking forward, and yeah, it's invisible otherwise. But then if you look at it this way, it's a ladder, and you can even climb up it. So yeah, this is a pretty cool block. I mean, right now it looks like I'm floating, right? It looks like I'm standing on nothing, which is really cool. So yeah, basically my idea is that we have basically a ladder that goes all the way up here like that, but it's completely invisible. I think that would be really cool. Like, it's only visible from this side of the stadium, and you've only got one ladder going up, which would be fun. I was thinking of doing like a whole 3, like similar to Mr. Saturday's got a 3 wide one that goes all the way up, but I don't know, I think that'd be too much. I could do it, but I think it would just be too much ladders when you're standing on this side, so I think one ladder works fine. But yeah, when you look at it from this end, it would be completely invisible. So you're probably wondering exactly how you create a ladder like this, and I've shown this plenty of times before, but I'll show it again. Basically, it's 2 sticky pistons like this, and one like this with a pink wool on top, and you place, you know, the torches like this, and it'll turn into a 6-sided sticky piston. Now this is directional. It only works in one of the axes. Now this is going to be too close to the wall here, so I'm just going to move this. Actually, let's move it one more so that we can have a better view. And this is also directional, the way you can actually update suppress this so that the ladder sticks around. So just be aware of that. Oh my god. So yeah, we're going to place the ladder on the side of the block like this, and then we will flick this lever to update suppress. And once we log back in, you can see that the ladder is floating by itself. You can get rid of all this, and we've got this, yeah, this ladder block here, and it's kind of like a barrier block actually when you walk on it there, but you can break it, and placing blocks around it will update it like that as well, so you have to be careful with this one. Alright, but basically the process now is I'm going to make just a giant layer of these that are going to go up. Well, and by layer I mean like a giant tower of these. I'm going to just make a bunch of those all the way up to the top, and then I'll update suppress back down, or maybe I'll update suppress, yeah, I'll update suppress back down. I think that'll be the easiest way to do it. And yeah, basically make a tower like this, and I think that's where I want the ladder to be, yeah, just on like the outside, so it's going to be touching the glass as well. So yeah, I think that'll look pretty good. Alright, we've got the strat down packed here. We've got it absolutely popping off. Look how fast I can do this. I'm just so quick. No one can do this faster than me. We've got a perfect system. It's about optimization here, guys. It's about optimization. All right, and we're just making layers. We're just making layers. It is becoming nighttime, which is a bit annoying, but we got it going. I'm kind of glad that I have committed to the single one of these, because this would have taken so many sticky pistons and so much pink wool. I think this was the right choice for my sanity. check this out. Ladder clutch. Coming in. Oh, yeah. Alright, and we're back. And it looks like that has done the job. Very good. Okay, and I need to remove these as I go, which kind of sucks. Just in case I make a mistake, but it's something we gotta do, I guess. And yeah, this is just gonna be a little bit annoying to do, but it's the only way. Let's get into it. Alright, this is working, so looking pretty good. Now we just need to do this the whole way down and be very careful not to mess up. Alright, that was the very last one. That took so long. But we do have our freestanding ladder. Oh my god. That took so long. That was very nerve-wracking. And then when we look at this side, there is no ladder. Oh my god. Okay, so we've got the ladder in. And when you look at this way, does not look like there's anything there at all. I did so much update suppression there. Oh my god. I've logged in and logged out of the server so many times. But then if we come around this way, we're gonna see the ladder appear. It's like magic. It's the magic ladder. It's the magic ladder, yes. Now the scary thing about this ladder is that if anything, like a block gets placed next to it or anything like that, the whole ladder is gonna go. It's gonna completely pop off. If someone breaks one piece or anything like that, the whole ladder's gone, which really sucks. So I really hope no one does that. I'm gonna let everybody know in the Discord to not touch my ladder. But I think we should climb this thing. We haven't climbed it yet. And I'm also gonna put these slabs back. Am I able to place a slab here? I know I can place them here. Can I place one there? I'm so nervous. I can, right? Okay, thank God. Oh, if I couldn't have placed one there, I would have been very upset. Okay, we have our ladder. Let's get up there. We need to fix the wool anyway. So let's get up there. I don't know if I have enough wool. I think I might have dropped one. Hang on. All right, let's get up here and experience this minigame in its entirety, and let's go. We are climbing the invisible ladder. Well, it's at least invisible on one side, but nice. This is so good. And even on this side, when you're inside the minigame, you won't be able to see it either. And that's it. That's the minigame entirely complete. Now that the ladder is in, it's entirely complete. So now, if we look down, there's no ladder. Oh, this is so good. This is awesome. So cool. Alright, well, we've got to do one. I guess we could probably just do these. I'm gonna go for the middle block. We've got to do one. Can we make it? No, I didn't place the block. Oh, I clicked it too early. Alright, but that is the mini game. We're definitely gonna have to get people to come around and play the game. But more importantly, we have finished the entire stadium project, inside and out. The murals are done, and all the mini games are now complete. And yeah, it feels so good to say that. Oh my god, I've been working on this project for so long, and I really hope you guys have enjoyed all the different things we've done in this area, because my god, it has been a lot of fun and a big grind. Alright, but I really hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments what you think of the new minigame and the mural and everything we did in today's video. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys liking and subscribing. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to do those things, and I will see you guys in the next one. Laters!